Hello and welcome to today's family program. I'm Dr. Kitcher, and welcome to a new month and a new, breath of fresh air. I wish you every best every day of this month. And I know that as we get together with you on this platform, you would, receive what you need in order to make your life meaningful. As you know, on this channel, what we do is to bring you interesting and very timely topics that helps you in building your relationship in any aspect of life that you find yourself in. If you have joined us for the first time, I would like to say what I always say, that take a minute and, invite somebody to join this program so you can all watch together and receive this information. Also, if you have any questions, you can later, message us and get in touch with your questions. We will look for answers and definitely provide them to you. Also, take a minute, click the like button, and also subscribe to this channel. We really desire that many people, watch and benefit from what you are getting. So in this month, we are going to look at the whole issue of legacy. Legacy. It is a very, very important, topic that every person, as you live life and acquire stuff and receive things, that you have to begin to think of what legacy you are going to leave behind. Usually when we talk about legacy, people would think about what to inherit from someone and, houses and cars and money and all that. These are all part of what you can leave as a legacy. But then we want to look at the whole topic of legacy in details so that we understand how to, handle our lives and live the things that we need to live that will be meaningful to, life and those especially who would receive from you. Life is like a relay race where you have to hand over batons to others. Life should not start when yours finishes. People should not be, coming to ground zero when you hand over stuff to them. They must be able to receive and going back. So my question to you is, what are you leaving behind? What are you having that you can pass on? What is it that you would want to pass on to the next generation? I don't know your answer to that question, but I would be happy if you have an answer like, well, I have A, B, and C that I am willing and actually preparing to leave them to somebody so life can continue. Secondly, do you know who you are passing over the baton to? Who is going to inherit the things that you have? Who is going to inherit your knowledge? Who is going to continue the journey that you started? Like I said, if a man's life cannot continue when he is not on this earth, then he has not lived life. He just existed. Legacy is what each and every one of us will be thinking about. We need to either leave it because we have it to give, or look for what we would have to leave because you cannot leave empty. You can impart your legacy while you are still living. This is how it is done. When you see people running a relay race, you would realize that if it is, let's say, 4 by 100 meters, 4 people running, it's one race. One starts, gives the baton to another, then to another, and then to the one who takes it to the final, stage. All the 4 are one set that is running a race. Each person has its distance that it covers. And once you cover your distance, you must be able to hand over to another person. Whenever the baton falls on the ground, the race is over for the team. There are ways and marked sections on the tracks where you need to hand over the baton to, because you can do it earlier and you cannot do it later. So there is a frame, there is a space, there is a place, where you need to hand over. And whenever I look at a relay race, it really informs me, and I begin to ask myself questions. And one thing you should be able to do in your life is to ask yourself questions. Ask yourself why. Ask yourself who. Ask yourself when. Ask yourself with whom. Ask yourself why not, and so on and so forth. You see, when you inquire, you begin to challenge your brain. You begin to challenge the status quo. You begin to challenge yourself, and you begin to find answers to questions that you would not, have just like that. So having a legacy is, or having something to leave as a legacy is very important. And you would also realize that in a relay race, when the baton is going to be handed over, both runners are running. You don't stand still and wait, give it to me, give it to me. You got to start running and master how to receive it, and then begin to, go further. It is absolutely important, please, for you to know that you must leave a legacy. Growing up, I understood legacy to be house, to be car, to be money, but it is beyond that. You can impact your knowledge. You can impact that legacy whilst you are still alive. Also, you can leave a legacy after you have gone. Many people have written books. Many people have, recorded, like this recording that you have and you are watching right now. It is very, very important that it is going to live beyond. It is going to go to places that I will not be able to go. Once you're on YouTube, you get on this channel, you are receiving everything here. And long after I'm gone, I believe somebody will lay hands on this, and it will still be meaningful, because these are the issues of life. So please think about what you have that you would leave behind. Think about who you are going to leave these things with, and think about how you want to see the continuity, because you generate a trend and it has to be followed. If you don't communicate it, if you don't know the rules, if you don't follow the steps, then you are going to make a mess. Have you ever received something from someone and asked yourself, why did he give this to me? Why on earth would he, give me that? What was he thinking about when he was giving me that stuff? Has it ever happened to you? It has happened to me. So I want you to know, living a legacy is part of life. People leave clothes, people leave shoes, people even inherit, reading glasses. If the time you are getting the stuff, they are messed up, they are of no use, would you call that a legacy? That is something good for the trash. So number one, you must be motivated by the mere fact that living, you will have to leave a legacy. Be motivated to leave a legacy for the next generation. You must love people. You must build relationship. If you want to leave a legacy, you must build relationship. Living legacy does not come with maybe your DNA and all that kind of stuff. Many people build their lives, they get so many things, and then they leave it with their children who do not carry the same values, who do not understand the same things. And once the stuff gets to the next generation, because they were not trained, because things were not explained to them, they waste them, and in 1 year, in 6 months, or even some don't even look in that direction at all. We are used to having like a wheel where secretly, usually people don't know what is in the wheel of somebody. So they've written all that they want and every kind of stuff. But there are things that you must be able to communicate with those that you are leaving stuff with. I don't want everything I do to end with me. I don't want everything I have done to stop when I'm not there. So it is very important that as I am living, I am imparting. As I am imparting, I am building relationship. As I'm building the relationships, I am learning. As I am learning, I am now beginning to leave a legacy. So there are basic things that you need to do if you want to leave a legacy. First of all, make sure you understand and be passionate about life. When you are passionate about life, you have the vim to move on. You have the urge to go on. You are not saying, okay, I'm waiting for the day, it will be over. I'm bored. This life is boring. I can't do anything. No. When you have the sense of, I want to live, I am alive, I am loving life, you will begin to leave legacy. You'll begin to look for the next generation. You must love. I said you love people. Your heart should be big, not enlarged. I mean, you must have a space for people. And you see, in life, you would have the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything. But if you know what to do with each of these when they come, then you will always have a life that is great and fantastic. Someone throws junk, you put it in the, junk box. Somebody brings you pearls and jewels, you put it in the treasure. Somebody brings you challenges, you match up to it. So nothing they bring to you would cause you to pause and say, what should I do? Living a legacy brings meaning to your life, and you live beyond. It is very, very, very important that we are very self-disciplined. Self-discipline is your first step to living a long-lasting legacy. What are you doing consistently and doing it well? What are you willing to give up in order to embrace and get the gold? Anybody who gets the gold medal in a race emerges as the winner, which means he did better than anybody and he endured to the end. You must be disciplined. Because somebody wants to win a race, changes his diet, changes his sleep patterns, changes, many things about him, becomes disciplined. You cannot leave a legacy if you are not disciplined. Secondly, you must be emotionally sound. Don't be moved just by the excitement of an idea. Don't be moved just by the grandeur of a story. Don't be moved just because something was recommended and spoken about so well. Friend, you need to inquire. You need to dig deeper. You need to research. You need to have the facts. Don't go on empty words. Do not fly without fuel in your tank. Do not go if you don't have the destination in mind. Oh, this month we are going to talk about stuff that is going to move you from where you are. So don't miss any week this month. It is absolutely important. I'm Dr. Albert Kitcher, as you know, and this is today's family program. I'm encouraging you, if you have just joined in, please call somebody. Share this link with someone and let others hear about it. In this month, the month of September, we are going to be talking about living legacy, what a legacy is, the components of it, and I've already started. What I'm doing today is to give you an overview of what it is and what it takes for you to be able to leave legacies. And then in the coming weeks, we are going to look into the aspects of how to, where to, with whom, and so on and so forth. But why this particular session is very important is that it is the foundational session of our talk on legacy. If there is no legacy, there will be no succession. If there is no discipline, there will not be any legacy that is left. So going on, I've said that if you want to leave a legacy, you must be self-disciplined. And you must be also emotionally stable and sound. You don't move because they said. You don't move because you felt, but you feel it, they say it, you check it out, you know it's working, and you move. To leave a legacy, you must know who you are, because you will be referred to. Identity is very, very important. You need your identity to be intact. Are you secure with whom you are? There are many people who start talking and you can hear the voice of failures. You can hear the voice of non-entities. You can hear the voice of people who are doubtful about themselves. The way they even introduce themselves will let you know this guy, if you join his train, you're going nowhere. Nowhere. So you must have an identity that singles you out. What is your identity? What is it that you bring on board when people see you? Without you giving them your complimentary card, when they look at you, would they be able to design or define the same thing that you would have put on if you have to make a complimentary card? You are a walking introduction. So let your identity be that which can be easily explained, caught, and understood. Finally, for today, you must have core values. What do you believe in? What are the non-negotiables with you? People must know. Anybody who works with me, anybody who serves with me, anybody who does projects with me, anybody who travels with me will know what I like, what I do not like, my values, my principles, how I see stuff. Why? Because what I do transcends just one group of people. In the morning, I can be with those who are really down there. And in the evening, I can be with kings and queens. I do not want to change my relationship. The core values, the core things that brings me to these people is my concern, my love, my desire to go to them. So it transcends maybe you talking to guys on the street who have no shower, they've not taken a shower for so many times, and you're like, hey, what are this and that? No. We must show maturity. We must show love. We must be disciplined, and we must have core values. When people know your core value and you hand over something to them, they handle it with care and they relate to it the same way you do. You don't have to tell people what you do if you yourself, you are not doing. You must be the expression of what you require and what you ask of people. Let me say it one more time. You must be the expression of what you say people should do and what you ask them to say about you. This talk that I'm having with you will be a legacy. It's saved, it's there, and years to come, you can have access to it. Oh, I'm so excited about this month. So please get ready and make sure you don't miss any time this month. Every week will come to you. From today's family, I am Dr. Albert Kitcher, and we want you to know we are here for you. You have any questions, you can ask us. But until we see you again next week, I want you to know you have something the world is waiting on, and you can leave a lasting legacy that will make even this place better, even when you are no more here. I wish you every best. Every day, until we see you again next week, remember, you have something that others are waiting on so they can continue. Have a beautiful day and a wonderful week. See you. Bye-bye.